What Fuzzy's doing with this timer.
Yeah. Always good to check it like one last time before going.
Yeah.
Not that that matters too much since we have the SRL timer anyways. Oh wow, instant sync. I like that.
Alright, so we're off. So the first world here is mostly about just kind of getting used to the game and to, its physics and all that stuff. So both of them be using mostly powerless strats early on, just trying to get through these opening stages. Nothing too challenging.
It's mostly like the very tiny things like when to jump, when to puff, that really matter here. And of course, the goal game always matters.
Yeah.
If you mess up the goal game, you always want to try and land on 7. But if you time your button presses slightly late or early, you might get on 6, or you might have to grab the clouds, which both cost you just a little bit of time, but overall it can really, really add up.
Yeah.
There are a lot of stages in this world, or in this game.
Yeah. So take care of Poppy Brothers, Poppy Brothers Senior, the first of many mini bosses that our runners will be encountering early on. But so far, pretty in sync with one another.
It's kind of to be expected at the start.
Yeah.
I only really expect any difference to start happening during butter building. At that point, the game gets a really big difficulty spike when it comes to the speedrun. So at that point, mostly the skill of runners will be shown quite easily.
Yeah.
But that's not for like another
10 minutes.
Good, yeah, something like that.
So burning.
There we have our. I'll let you.
Yeah, it's like burning is one of the most used abilities in Nightmare in Dreamland, and you're seeing them try and hold on to that for as long as possible. Speedman actually lost it, so that's unfortunate.
He's got a backup one right there, so that's usually fine. That's actually the one you grab if you go for the wheel mix starting off.
Yeah. Fuzzy doing the
Fuzzy
same.
Having some trouble himself.
Yeah, Speedman's got to be a little careful with his health. He's down to 2. Nutty.
There's not too much health regeneration coming up. There is a strat that the runners could use to instantly get all their health back. They could soft reset at the end of the stage. However, this does mean that you lose your ability, so it's usually not something you want to do between stages that you actually want to try and keep your ability. And right now we are definitely in a set of stages where you want to keep burning.
Yeah, and Fuzzy losing burning and getting dinged a couple of times. Speedman gets hyper, so he's gonna just run right through this, and
he's not gonna go for the needle backup. Okay. Usually when I lose burning here, I grab needle because it gives you the best DPS for the upcoming boss, where Speedman is right now.
Yeah, Wispy Woods. Fuzzy's going for Spark instead.
Spark. Ah, that also works. So, Wispy Woods is quite easy. You just bang him a bunch. And burning is actually not the fastest way of beating him, but keeping burning through Wispy is just so much more useful for the stages coming up, so that's why it is worth to kill him like that.
Yeah. Speedman's out of World 1, Vegetable Valley at 348. Fuzzy, not that far behind, going to be about 20 seconds behind going into Ice Cream Island. So burning might not be fast against Wispy, but it sure is fast in this world to start off with.
Exactly. You can just see the usefulness of burning right there. Damn, did you really say that? Wow. Anyways.
Yeah, well, it's alright. So, there's about a one-stage difference between the two runners going into 2-2 here. Speedman take on Wheelie.
So this is a really cool thing you can do. You can grab two enemies like that and get a double star. And most mid bosses die from double stars, so
Yeah.
that's usually what you try to go for. A lot of the strats are based around doing that.
Yeah. Gets a couple of health refills, gets him back to level. That's one interesting difference between the NES version and the Game Boy version is you get a health refill after each world. Speedman didn't get that here if you took out Wispy. Still at 1 health.
Yeah.
No problem, though.
Oh, Fuzzy's going for simple spark strats. That also works quite well because that specific wheelie just stands still for forever.
Yeah. Ooh.
Losing a wheel there is completely fine. You get hit here anyways, so it doesn't really matter. And coming up next is the first Meta Knights fight. And for Meta Knights, you really want to just suck them up and shoot them at each other.
Yeah.
That just is the most efficient way of killing them quickly.
Yeah, a lot of these enemies do take double hits, I believe. To get rid of them. Yep. You're just better off using normal.
Let's see how Fuzzy goes through the blipper room. He plays it very safely. So yeah, small lead coming up for Speedman, and he gets absolutely destroyed by that hothead. Oh no. He actually really needs that Sparky, so he's gonna try and go back for it.
Ooh. He's having a little trouble here.
There we go.
There we go. There's Spark. Man.
He could have gone for fire strats here as well as a backup, but it makes this specific room slightly harder to do well.
Yeah.
It's all about knowing what your backups are in this game. It's very important to do that. And usually for newer runners especially, I always say, just keep going.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how bad you play, just keep going.
So, still about a 1-stage difference overall. Ooh. Really went over the edge there.
Yeah. I've died to stuff like that way too often. I'm very embarrassed about it.
Speedman does the soft reset there to get his health back, because he was, I think, at 1 health.
It's a very useful technique when starting out or when doing races. So we'll probably be seeing it a couple of more times throughout this race.
Especially towards the end with World 7, and probably if they loot, they're gonna probably use it to get for DDD and a few other places if things don't go as intended. Another ability you'll be seeing some of: high jump.
It's a very useful vertical movement ability, as you might expect, but it's actually also a very good boss damaging ability, which we'll actually be seeing coming right up as we fight against Paint Roller, or also known as Pain Roller. He is absolutely horrible, because he can go to any of these 4... how do you call those in English, actually?
A slight mistime there with the first jump, but not a 1 cycle here. But gets rid of him, and be done about 9:15 or so.
That's a pretty decent time.
It's perhaps not the cleanest start for Speedman, but making good time here. Recovered nicely from a few minor hiccups here and there. Fuzzy is about finished with 2-5 and will be taking on Paint Roller. Speedman trying to scare him, so right along. Now
So
here,
in butter building, having high jump is very useful because there are a lot of vertical rooms throughout,
yeah,
and it just makes everything faster. There are special strats where you actually try to keep it through stages that you're not really able to keep it easily.
nice paint roller fight from Fuzzy. So he'll be about a minute behind going into butter building. Exactly 1 minute, 10:15 for him.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
But if he plays well through butter building, he might still have a chance. Oh no! He lets high jump go.
well,
Ooh, that might make life a lot more difficult for him, especially against Mr. TikTok here.
yeah.
Because you can have double shots here with this attack, but you have to be really fast about it.
And I think some of it is RNG. Is how the notes come out. Like there we go. That's good. He's gonna get burning and we'll get a health refill in this next room here, so he'll be okay.
We completely missed Speedman's Bugsy, by the way. I think it went okay.
Yeah, he did fine. So he's done with 3-2. So we're gonna get another high jump here.
There we go.
Ooh. That was intended. You got clipped again.
He's getting sniped by everything. Now he has to float up here, which will take him forever. Oh, he doesn't know you can just suck up that. Oh, that would have saved him a full 3 seconds.
Kirby's ability to inhale knows no physics.
Exactly.
So,
everything can go through walls if you try hard enough.
Yeah. So, Meta Knight Arena coming up here. So, you think he's gonna go for?
I hope he's gonna go for it. Let's see. Yes, he's gonna go for the drop strat. So, by dropping your ability here, you can quickly get rid of a few enemies by sucking them up. And he did so quite well. But the follow-up is always a little bit iffy.
Yeah, but nicely executed. We get another health refill here at the end of 3-4. Fuzzy taking his time with Bugsy.
Yeah, he's playing it very safe.
Yeah, that kind of rhymes.
It can be very annoying.
Yeah.
There we go, and that's why Bugsy is annoying. If you touch him, he will grab you, and it's somewhat random if you get grabbed, like, forever.
Yeah, his suplex attack, not a lot of fun. Fuzzy's out of 3-2. Bonkers for Speedman, while he's got Hyper, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Fuzzy taking the soft reset to get his health back up, do that 1 health.
It's a perfect moment because you're switching into a high jump here anyways.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if Speedman can nail just jump. He just waits for the bomb, that's fine.
Yeah. That's a really tight jump even in the NES version. Although, I think in the NES version, though, you'd be using a hammer at this stage, though.
I don't remember. I've tried doing a run on the 3DS Classics edition, but it's been too long.
Yeah, from what I remember, yeah, you would use hammer just to go through Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright really, really quick. So, anyway, 3-6 here for Speedman, going into the first dark room, though it's not really that dark.
If you're playing this on a CRT and you put your brightness up to the right amount, you can just see all the invisible blocks. It's kind of silly.
Yeah. Speedman high jumping his way to the final corridor, and he's done. Fuzzy, I think he was trying to go for the strat, didn't quite work out, so he's just gonna do this regular. So, Mr. Shine, Mr. Bright for Speedman, starting off with your
I'll just call him Moon. I don't know which one is which.
think
I think so. Mr. Bright is the moon, though. Thinking about it, because it's the sun that always shines. Oh wow, Fuzzy went all the way up.
it's a 5,000 point bonus, but that's not exactly going to be useful. If he was going to go all the way, he should have just gone to 1 and taken the 1 up. But oh well.
By the way, a fun little fact about the goal game that you might not know is that if you go from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 and then to 7, you get 20 what do you call that? Lives up.
Wow. Actually, I did not know that. So,
That's actually something that I think Ox was showed. It might be the other way around as well. I'm not sure, but it was something like that.
Okay. So, Speedman, going from UFO, a great ability, to Tornado, which will be used to start off 4-2 here.
Oh, apparently it was 30. I thought it was 20.
30. Thank you, chat. Much appreciated. Like, straighten us out when we need it. Always appreciated. So that's it for Tornado.
Straight up there. I really need to learn how to go straight up there. I always go to the right side, and it's so much slower. It's just this instant, like,
your
brain's like, oh, we're playing a platformer, so we go from left to right.
Yeah, I have the same problem too. You're really going against the grain of what you've been taught or what you presume to be true.
Mm-hmm. So here we have our first double mid-boss battle. You usually fight these with Spark because, well, Spark has just this crazy damage output. There we go. That was really solid.
Fuzzy going through the dark room in 3-6 here. Trying to hold on to Sword for the boss fight, but use normal. We'll be able to pick up, I believe, high jump from
he picks it up right here.
from the museum. There we go. We could have gotten it from the museum if all else failed. Speedman going through one of my favorite stages, 4-3, with the airships.
I think it's just about one of everyone's favorite stages, just because the music is so good.
Yeah, the music's really good, and just kind of, this is something you really couldn't have seen on the in the Game Boy when Kirby's Dream Land came out in 1992.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of fluid movement wasn't really possible. So, Sun's taken care of. Fuzzy holding on to high jump. He probably could have just batted out at him, but takes care of business. So,
well, you want to have high jump for the next stage in Yogurt Yard, anyways. It saves a couple of seconds if you try and keep it. Or Grape Garden, rather. Oh, and he just soft resets anyways, so he loses it.
So 1801 for Fuzzy through 3 worlds, about 3 minutes behind. See how he handles Grape Garden. Speedman using Wheelie to just stay ahead of the floating blocks. Use Spark here. Fan.
So Fan works a little bit the same as Bugsy. If you touch Fan, you get grabbed like that.
Yeah, the throw
and
ability.
It's really annoying.
Probably next to probably the least favorite mini boss overall, I'd say.
They're both Bugsy and Fan are equally as annoying to me.
Speedman taking out some frustration and throwing that Waddle Dee against the wall there. Fuzzy blocks.
Fuzzy had an unfortunate death, so he's a little bit more behind than he was already. Yeah, oh, and he just spits out Tornado, okay.
Well, yeah, apart from that opening section in 4-2, you're not really going to utilize it all that much, so he figures, just go with this. So,
Speedman coming up to the next Meta Knights fight, this time with throw, and the useful thing about throwing enemies is that they behave like double star, so they go through enemies. So you could get like triples and stuff like that, but he messed it up a little bit.
Yeah, not quite cleanest, but gets through, and using burning now for the last couple of rooms here in 4-5, provided he can hold on to it.
Those Bronto birds flying down are so annoying.
Yeah.
They're the worst to deal with. Taking his time setting up movement correctly, because if you get hit by those spikes, even during burning, you'll get hit. When it comes to Gordos, however, you can just burning through them.
Speedman taking the soft reset for 4-6.
It's a useful place to do it. Having burning there only saves half a second or so.
Yeah.
And afterwards you switch right into sword here anyway.
Yeah, for TikTok. Fuzzy is about to start 4-3.
So good music hype.
Problem with TikTok. Second dark room of the game.
I think it's the last one as well, isn't it?
I believe it is, yes.
Kind of sad that they didn't do more with it.
Yeah. Well, if you're playing 100%, you know, it's easy to miss that hidden door. Just as you enter the dark room. Because you gotta be a little careful, gets down to 1 health.
Grabs the potion to heal up to 2-3 health, so it's fine. So the next boss, Krakow, has a bit of a prelude, if you want to call it like that.
Yeah.
So first you have to go up all the way, and you usually want to use high jump here.
Yeah. Try playing this powerless, that's a lot of fun. Going up this... It can be done, but it's not much fun. Krakow.
I remember that the credits used... I'll talk about that later. Anyways, during the Krakow fight, you want to try and cancel your high jump at the right moment so you get double hits on Krakow, killing him with 1 jump less than Speedman just did. He messed up one of the cancels. But yeah, I remember that the what's it called? The credits actually show you fighting Krakow with Tornado. So at one point I was like, hey, that's interesting, let's try that. So I went all the way up with Tornado.
How many tries did that take?
It actually took me like 3 tries or something like that. It was disgusting.
Yeah. So, but Speedman had no trouble with Krakow. He's out at 2017 and is now underway in Yogurt Yard. While Fuzzy is going through 4-4 at this point. Working his way through 4-4. And one of the more interesting stages in the game, just because it kind of doubles back on itself with the routing.
It's kind of annoying to having to deal with all the doors. I always forget what direction to go to at the start.
Yeah.
Of every room. It's just,
yeah.
You can see Speedman having a little bit of trouble with that as well, just waiting from time to time.
Trying to hold on to ball, but these tight rooms don't really give him a lot of room to maneuver.
So, casually, just about everyone will say, like, ball is a stupid ability. Why do they use ball in the speedrun? Well, this is, we're gonna see why, with this perfectly executed strat by Speedman. That was beautiful to watch.
Yeah.
Ball deals a lot of damage, so it's very useful in most boss fights.
Yeah, it's like, until speedrunning, for over 20 years, I thought, ball, who cares?
Exactly.
It's a dopey ability. But then you start seeing it in speedruns, like, well, Ball finally
So-
got its due. I don't think the developers really intended it to be a popular speedrun strat though. But it worked.
I mean, I kind of like it because it gives Nightmare and Dreamland even more like diversity than it already has.
Mm-hmm. Speedman.
Like, I don't think in the Kirby's Adventure speedrun, ball is used half as much as in the Nightmare and Dreamland one.
It's primarily used in a couple of spots in World 5 and for DDD, but that's and in a few spots in World 7.
Yeah.
But yeah, it definitely gets more mileage here.
Nice pop strats.
That's a lot.
You can actually wheel down there. That's been found recently, but I tried it and it's ridiculously hard. So
Yeah. This is already hard enough. I mean,
exactly.
you know, it's even worse in the NES version. It's really, really tight.
Mm-hmm.
Speedman about to do his 4th Meta Knight Arena.
I haven't been keeping count, but let's see. Oh, he's having some troubles here. The annoying thing about those Axe Knights is that they can actually destroy your stars by doing that Axe Swing attack.
Yeah.
And you want to be careful not to shoot into them at the wrong time.
Yeah, and especially in that 4th refight where they just start off doing that. You know, swinging in sync with one another. It can be really hard to get that timing down.
Mm-hmm. There's a nice little refill for Speedman.
So yeah, so ball is going to come in handy here, dropping at almost terminal velocity down to the bottom. Nicely done. Fuzzy about to start his fight with Kracko.
Let's see how he does.
Sitting at about a 5-minute deficit going.
Oh,
Stage. Just mistimed that.
doesn't seem like he knows about the cancels, which is a bit sad, but
You shouldn't have too much trouble though. This is a pretty simple fight with the high jump.
and there we go.
Nicely done.
That's pretty solid.
So, Speedman about the halfway mark at 5-5 here. Yeah, so just under 5 minutes behind for FuzzyGames going into World 5. Skipping the not going to be taking the quick way down.
Apparently not. There we go. So you're gonna try and keep high jump throughout?
Not a bad idea.
I guess.
If you're not really familiar with the ball strat, high jump's a good second choice.
Oh, Speedman almost gets through that wheel section without getting hit. That's ridiculously hard to do.
Yeah.
There are specific strats you have to do to get it perfectly. And he almost got a very interesting kind of strat.
Yeah.
Never actually seen it done like that before.
Yeah. Speedman finishes 5-6, no problem. So go for probably gonna use the item wheel here to
Oh,
nice.
he okay, he remembered.
Right.
There we go.
There it is.
Here's
Hammer's
the mix getting hammer. So you really want
Hammer's-
hammer for heavy mole here because it's just easier.
Yeah, rather than trying and waiting for something to pop out so you can actually get hammered. This will just
That
make
was a really solid fight.
yeah, and that fight has got a lot of RNG to it. 29:05 through
Oh, FuzzyGames lost his ball fighting against Bonkers, so
yeah,
or his
Ooh.
ability in general.
Ooh.
So
almost missed that shot there.
hitboxes are weird.
Yeah, it's like it just caught him at the at like one of the last possible frame. Very tough room area. Speedman's going through this room is very difficult if you're not timing it correctly. And the last room of 6-1's no picnic either.
He's doing a very, very solid, consistent strat. There's a faster strat that gives you another burning, but it is not advised to go for that unless you want to go for world record.
Six two.
You got really unlucky with that frog almost hitting him.
Yeah. Held the line though and was able to slip through, so good on him.
Exactly. Doesn't need burning anymore, so he just leaves it behind.
Yeah. Tornado's gonna be ideally held on to, I believe, for the next once he gets it here for the next 4 levels. All the way to 6-6.
So yeah, basically Orange Ocean is all about trying to keep Tornado, and it gets difficult.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, like, when I was doing runs myself, I just forgone trying to do it because I just couldn't be bothered, and I completely forgot that Tornado was actually very useful and fast.
Yeah.
For a very long amount of time.
So another bonkers fight went up.
Gets the 4 hit on the first cycle. Oh!
Careful now. Careful, Speed.
Oh!
Missed out. Did you go for a
You
round?
can 2-cycle that bonkers with 2 4-hit tornadoes, but he kind of failed that. What's that like?
Fuzzy going for spark strats in the Meta Knight arena. Okay. But actually got to hit these guys. There that goes. Normal the rest of the way. Speedman, good 6-3. Still got his tornadoes. 6-4 is going to be tricky because it's a lot of tight corridors up ahead.
Yeah. Especially with there's going to be a fast-moving Waddle Doo coming up. That one tends to kill my tornado, and there,
yeah.
he just went straight into it.
Yeah. Taking his time, gets through it.
And jumping out of that water there can be very obnoxious if you mess it up a little bit.
Right. And take a health refill, good idea.
See if he can remember the pattern here. I'm expecting him to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just solid.
Easy to forget because it's all invisible until it's not. So
Exactly.
it's like, wait, oh yeah, that's right, I remember that. Fuzzy, about halfway through 5-5, Speedman, ooh, slight hiccup here.
I think it's on the restreamer's part.
Yeah, I'm just resetting the...
Okay, there we go. Or on the RTMP server had a problem.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's all back,
back.
again, so
We're
good.
back. We're back and in color. Fuzzy having a little trouble with beam here.
There we go.
Done. 6-5 cleared for Speedman. Pretty short, simple level.
And now for 6-6. The dreaded one.
Yep.
So the reason why 6-6 is very infamous among runners is because of this room. This is the UFO room. So all of these UFOs, they appear at set spots, but they move around randomly.
Yeah.
And If you get a little unlucky, you can lose your tornado here, but Speedman did that pretty much perfectly there.
Gets the
Just
double,
dodging everything.
nice double kill.
And he managed to get tornado through throughout all of Orange Ocean, so that's very good. He's gonna go over into the most annoying Meta Knight fights, because ice physics! Who doesn't hate them?
It's interesting how this is Orange Ocean, but the last 6-5 and 6-6 have ice physics. It's like, It's like, wait a minute.
It kind of feels like the game designers were like, oh shit, we still need to add ice physics somewhere in the game, or else this isn't a proper platformer.
It's like, so that's what they picked.
They definitely want a soft reset before the boss, because Meta Knight can be very obnoxious, because he's completely random. He can randomly attack, he can randomly block you, which is the worst, because blocking is just all damage gone, and sometimes he'll just block 7 of your hits or something before he finally dies.
Yeah. Not too bad, and Fuzzy using sword strats here. Okay. Well, it worked out just fine for him. So Speedman takes care of Meta Knight and is a full world ahead. He's out at 35.49, while Fuzzy finishes Yogurt Yard at 35.54. So almost 7 minutes difference between our runners.
But Fuzzy is definitely not playing badly. He's currently 2 minutes ahead of his own PB, so we might actually be able to see a FuzzyGames PC. Well, I can't even talk right now. A FuzzyGames PB this run. Wow.
Well, we could see his PC, but that would be a little. That's probably illegal, but.
I mean, if he has a webcam.
Yeah.
So Speedman going for the mix here to get ball for the next stage, which is a mid-boss rush, so having ball is very useful.
Yes, the gauntlet.
We tend to call it the battle tower because it's like kind of built like a tower and you go up all the time. It's pretty cool.
The gauntlet tower, battle tower. You know.
Oh, we've got another hiccup. Oh boy.
Well, we're back
well, he's already going into it.
Yeah.
Probably got pretty bad luck on Bonkers there. It's a lot of RNG praying here. It's also called the Great Equalizer, and that was a really solid strat from Speedman there.
Yeah,
really well executed.
Really good fan fight.
Also getting a good Bugsy fight. He's just owning this.
Chat saying the correct name is Boss Tower. Well,
yeah, there is no correct name. Heck off, Cocoon.
So, good, very good, whatever you want to call it, a very good run for Speedman there.
Definitely.
Fuzzy losing out on Tornado almost right away, so...
It's fine. Honestly, saving Tornado, I think, overall saves about 20 seconds, I want to say. It's fine to go through it if you're not playing on the higher levels.
True. 20 seconds, I thought it would have been more, but...
I'm not sure, like, it's a very, very guesstimate. It's probably more.
But, Fuzzy, going back to the well with Spark against Bonkers here. Got hit by a baseball swing with that hammer, but takes care of him.
Let's see.
7-3 cleared.
He is definitely seems to be on a possible PB pace for him, so
Possibly.
we might see him PB this run. Would be pretty awesome to have both runners PB during this race.
first race I did, I think almost had that happen between Potsu and Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
Very good race.
Yeah, I remember choking away a 42 in my first race. That was painful.
But you won at least. I hope.
True.
That would have been something. Choke away
Yeah.
a PB and you lose.
That would have
Not that
been the worst.
Not that I wish such a thing, but, well, it would be memorable.
Definitely.
But definitely not for the right reason. So,
Oh, well, it's memorable enough for me already, so...
yeah.
There we go.
Room you don't see in the NES version to close out 7-4.
Mm-hmm. There are a couple of rooms that they changed or added into this version of the game for sure.
Yeah. A lot of the structure is the same, but they have made some notable changes and additions. The end of 7-4 is one of the most biggest ones. We can. That's for another day. So another wheelie fight.
He does that one really well.
Coming up to one of my least favorite rooms in the game, even though, yeah, you can optimize it, but I still don't like this room at all.
It's tough. It still trips me up sometimes when I'm under pressure. Goes for the safe strats of waiting for the flamer to pass. You can get in front of him and beat him that way, but it's a little bit risky.
Yeah. Really requires precise platforming. So now we come to the 2-minute abbreviated version of Kirby's Dream Land, otherwise known as 7-6.
Also known as Kirby's Dream Land, but then good, because there's no RNG in it.
Yeah. Yeah, no bosses to cheat you out of a PB. Oh.
Yeah, it's the worst.
I'm still gritting my teeth just thinking about it.
Yeah, I know, right? It's doing pretty good strats with the wheel there. Ooh, FuzzyGames dying there. Hope that didn't lose him too much time.
Oh yeah. Thought I might have picked up a UFO to make the mini boss fight go a little faster, but nothing going.
Once you spawn the UFOs, they disappear forever. And he got so lucky. Wow. I've never seen that double star work out.
That's really impressive. Unfortunately, he went for tried to get the wheel and ended up with light, which, no matter what version of Kirby you're playing, useless. Utterly useless. So 7-6 cleared for Speedman. He's going to go to 7-4, get the ball.
Yeah, he sadly couldn't get the mix at the end of 7-6, which is somewhat annoying to do. But here we go. The big man himself, DDD. DDD is also a bit of an RNG. Let's hope he doesn't get the suck. And the moment I say that, he gets the suck.
Commentator's curse strikes again.
It's the worst.
So,
oh, no!
Does he or does he not get sucked? Tune in next time. Okay. Here's not.
Oh, well, I guess he beat it. Let's see.
So
he
43-20.
He is very close on PB pace. Just checking with my own splits.
Yeah.
He might get a 44 in this run, and that will be his first 44. So let's see if he can get that.
Fuzzy takes care of Meta Knight. Gonna be at about 44 minutes on the nose. Playing it kind of safe with the ball here. Trying not to take too much damage.
It's not too bad, but it could have definitely been a better ball. It's gonna be very close if he gets a 44 now.
Fuzzy.
Well, FuzzyGames himself is over 2.5 minutes ahead of his own PB, so he's gonna get a nice one going if he keeps this up.
Nightmare. Fight about to begin. I don't know if he's going to be able to do this in 30 seconds.
I don't see it happening.
Probably about a 45, 10 or 15, I'd say.
Yeah.
Still.
So, about Nightmare real quick, he basically has this set sequence of attacks that he goes through, and he basically doesn't really have much RNG except his placement. Can you get it? Oh, ooh, he messed up the jump there.
Oh.
And
Yes.
Speedman, or Jumpy Penguin, has just finished in... Well, the SRL official time is 45:28, but I think he was more focused on his splits. In the end, he was 20 seconds slower than his own PB, so that's really painful.
Yeah, but GG's nonetheless for Speedman or Jumpy Penguin. But no, that's very impressive. Fuzzy having a hard time with Fan getting caught by this, running into his snout. There we go.
I'm gonna. Speedman is waiting in the wings, so I'm gonna drag him into the channel real quick. Here we go.
Sounds good. And welcome to our winner today, GG's.
Thanks.
That was heart-wrenching. 20 seconds slower than PB.
Yeah, that's been my week. I've had multiple runs, just barely, not PB.
You were just like really solidly playing though, so I think you might be able to get it later.
Yeah. I would say, was there anything that really you thought kind of kept you from it?
The beginning game was not great. I was not happy with it.
Yeah. So
It did look a little bit shaky, yeah.
Yeah, it's a combination of race nerves and not getting enough sleep last night.
Oh yeah, that's a bad combo.
Yeah.
I know all about that since I have to do all my races past midnight.
Yeah. But I mean, I still had fun though. I'm happy that I won. I'm not happy with the run itself though.
Yeah.
right.
But the main thing is I had fun.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like definitely seemed to find that. I would say you did find that gear. I think overall, probably by about Grape Garden, everything really did seem to sort of come together and played very well from the second half of the run.
Yeah, definitely felt a lot better for the second half of the run.
Yeah, you got on fire like in the mid game. It was really nice to watch you go.
Yeah,
and your Orange Ocean was just absolutely solid. That was beautiful.
Yeah, had a bit of a scary moment at the end of the UFO room. I definitely thought I was gonna go off the screen. My heart stopped for a bit.
Yeah, but yeah, 644 Orange Ocean, very good according to my splits. And though it's always a nice feeling when you can hold on to Tornado for as long as you did.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
I remember just not doing it when I had like 46s and stuff like that. It's like, whatever. Can't be bothered. Well, FuzzyGames going for the safe top of the screen puff strat in this room. Not the fastest, but it works.
Yeah. Got clipped by the tornado on his way down. So,
oh, let's hope he doesn't die here. These rooms are just the worst if you don't know exactly how to go through them quickly. I would almost take a tactical death here. Well, he dies anyways. I'm definitely rooting for him though to get his PB.
He's
been playing not bad at all.
No, he's had a little trouble here in Rainbow Resort, but overall he's been pretty consistent in his play, and really no enormous mistakes or hiccups.
Oh wow, he stood right outside of the range of that bomb. Like, I think just 2 pixels to the left and he would have been hit. Let's see if he goes for the spark strats on the wheelie. You can also go for crash, which basically puts you in the hands of RNG, which is honestly not the best idea, but hey. Ooh, I like that movement strat actually. Just puffing all over everything. Actually like that.
If it works, saves you from any major problems.
Going for the spark strats, and he gets a pretty good wheelie fight. That's really nice. Let's hope he can keep his wheel throughout this room.
I think it looks like he's going to be like me and just play it safe.
Oh, he didn't kill that flamer though.
Be okay.
But it despawned, so he's all good. Nice. Yes, he managed to keep it.
Ooh,
no! Oh, he
lost.
just drops it? Okay. Okay.
Okay, well.
Well, guess we're doing an abilityless 7-6. Oh well. It would have been really nice to see him get wheel. That really saves you a bunch of time. That's it. Like, having wheel for 7-6 saves at least 15 seconds. That's how big that loss of wheel is. And he just keeps on puffing to the top of the street. If it works, don't fix it.
So yeah, so he gets to play Kirby's Dream Land the way it was intended, I guess. But minus the RNG nonsense.
Exactly, minus the nil-biting annoyance. But he's definitely on pace for a good PB, even
yeah.
with the powerless. Oh, and we got another hiccup. Slideshow %.
Yes.
Love me some 2 frames per second.
Yeah, it should be done with DDD about 55 minutes, I'd say. So about he take his time with Nightmare.
Nope.
So
Yeah, getting hit through the Scarfies there without an ability is basically guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
It's really difficult to do well.
Yeah. So even though Fuzzy will be exiting this tournament after this match, see if he can go out on a high note.
Exactly. He doesn't go for the ball mix. Do you expect him to go for cutter, or do you think he's gonna do ball?
Not sure. See what he decides on. He's going to 7.
Oh, he's going for ball here. That's,
Alright.
That's quite ballsy.
Oh boy.
Let's see. He's been getting somewhat lucky. There's the moment, of course, I say it.
Yeah.
But he's got DDD on half health already, and he's still doing well. There we go. That was solid.
That's very nice.
Good DDD.
So about a 53-54 for
Yeah, he's currently 3 minutes and 20 seconds ahead of his PB, so
yeah.
he's gonna go out with a really solid run.
I'm not sure. I don't know if he was new to this or what, but Cleary's obviously made some
I think
progress.
he came in not really knowing the run at all, and not really doing much practice, but I've heard that he's been doing a lot of practice for this specific run. He's really been trying, and it does show.
Yeah.
That some of the things he does is really nice and solid.
He's probably been doing a lot of what would be considered backup strats, as opposed to what a more accomplished runner would do, but he's been pretty consistent in his execution of those so-called backup strats.
Exactly.
So...
Get to hear the awesome theme of Nightmare. I just love his music.
More the NES version is a little more ominous, but it's still a great track.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that first one always gets me. It's like timing is really weird.
Yeah, I usually just jump up the moment he goes up for the last time.
No, it's like so. Ooh,
whoa! He was facing the wrong direction. Let's see.
Gonna just play it safe here.
It's always annoying to deal with. See, whenever he does like the attack where he shields himself a little bit, you always have to hit a very small amount of hitbox to be able to get the hit on him. It's very annoying.
Yeah, it's a very tight window. Okay, he's a couple hits away. No 55, but
it's still gonna be a pretty solid PB.
Ooh,
if he doesn't die, that is.
Yeah. Okay, one more hit.
Come on. And there we go. 56:30. That is a 3-minute and 12-second PB. Congratulations to him.
Yeah. SRL clocks him in at 56:37, but no matter how you define it, that is a PB for FuzzyGames. So GG's.
So yeah, with that, we're gonna have Speedman going through to the next losers round. And he's going to face off against the winner of the race between Blue Bomber and Sharky, which I think I did have it up somewhere.
It's it's at 11:30 Eastern. So for those of you who like to stay up late, it will be on regular speed gaming to boot.
And we're gonna see how those do in the end. Let's see. Doesn't seem like Fuzzy's gonna go into coming for an interview or anything, but congratulations to him anyway, and congratulations to Speedman for moving on to the next round.
Yeah. So, send a word to him in chat, see if he's interested.
Now, today is a pretty damn Nightmare in Dreamland day, so we've got more races coming up later. We've got Professor Magus versus Laws player at 3 p.m. Eastern. We've got Halo Dude versus Chooch at 5 p.m. Eastern, which is going to be an awesome race. Really go and watch that one. It's going to be pretty close, probably.
Yeah, and both of us will be commentating on that.
Exactly. We also have Faster Supersonic and Spoon at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And like we said, the final race of the day is going to be Blue Bomber versus Sharky at 11:30 p.m. And I see that Fuzzy is in the setup channel.
Yep.
Let's drag him in. Hey, Fuzzy, can you hear us? Seems to have his microphone muted.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Congratulations on that awesome PV, dude.
Oh, thanks. I don't know what it is, but apparently race PBs just come naturally.
Yeah.
Well, I heard you practiced a lot for this one, and it shows. It's really awesome to see. It's like 4 golds. That's not bad at all.
Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, I was in the Link to the Past tournament also, so I didn't have a lot of time to grind this leading up to this match, but I had a couple nights and put in a little last minute grinding right before the race. So.
What would you think was the biggest improvement as far as your prior PB to this one? What did you improve the most on, you think?
It's hard to say because I think the thing that I've been chasing the most is trying to get consistent enough movement to just get consistently low times. I specifically practiced ball strats for 7-2 and 7 boss, but I messed up the mix on 7-1, so I just went without it.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I mean, really, I guess the only thing that's really helped is just having sensible backups, practicing some of the high jump strats against some of the bosses like Painter and the Shine Bright.
Well, it certainly seemed to pay off. I mean, you were using a lot of, I guess, what would be considered backup strats, but you're using them pretty well throughout, especially ones related to Spark.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've been burned a lot by just randomly showing up to a mid-boss room without a weapon. So I was like, I'm gonna make sure every time I go through a door, if I can, I'm gonna have a weapon, whatever it is.
Yeah, that is a good way to go about it.
Yeah.
Having to deal with mid-boss RNG is the worst.
Yeah.
So, well, unfortunately, this will be the end of the tournament for you, but it is nice to kind of go out on a high note with a PB, for sure.
Yeah, and I looking at the matchup, I knew that it was a long shot for me to take the match. I mean, his personal best was he cleared me by 10 minutes at least.
Right.
So, you know, it was a long shot, and I figured I'm gonna go into it, have fun, keep running the game, and next time there's a tournament, I'm gonna try to be in that under 50 category. So.
All right.
That's gonna be awesome.
Good luck to you. Good luck to you for that.
Awesome, thank you.
Anything else, Kenan?
Nope, not right now, no.
All right. Well, I think we'll probably just wrap this up then. GG's to both of our runners. Good luck to Speedman in the next phase of the tournament, round 2 of the losers bracket. He'll find out his opponent late tonight, early tomorrow morning, depending on your time zones. And so we got 4 more matches. As Kenan mentioned, Professor Magus versus LOZ Player 89 at 3 p.m. Eastern on Speed Gaming 4 will be up next. So go from one speed gaming to another and just make a kind of a little bar crawl out of it. So I'm Pro8007. I was happy to join you for the first of 2 Kirby commentaries today, and see you all on this channel at 5 p.m. Eastern for Halo Dude versus Chooch. So thanks, everyone.
For the next race, I'll be commentating as well together with Chooch. So I'll be seeing you guys a little earlier, but definitely more throughout today. So
Right. Thanks, everybody, and we'll hopefully see you all in another couple of hours.
All right, thanks everyone. GG
All right.
Speedman.
All right.
GGD as well.
All right. Thanks, guys.